All right, my people, my people. Hope you can hear me loud and clear. Let me check the volumes. We are good. Yes, we are. All right. Let's get this started. All right, my people. So, first off, last week we had boot camp, and we ain't done yet. So we have 5 days of training, very basic training about how to get started with trading. The most basic stuff to understand how to trade and how to take trades, how to understand trades, how you spot resistance, support, trends in the market, risk management, very important. We're not done with that yet. We're gonna dive deeper into it. We had those 5 days, and from tomorrow we starting again. So tomorrow we're having 2 more days. We're having tomorrow and we're having Thursday. So tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday we're having again, and we will dive deep into some stuff. But one thing that I got a lot of questions on was candles, how to read candles, and what is buy limits, sell limits, and all of that good stuff. So we will dive into that. That is buy limits, sell limits. Yeah, I could have covered it the first day on the boot camp. I didn't do that because of my presumption that I thought that you guys knew it, and that was wrong out of me. So I will cover that tomorrow. We will cover candles as well, how to read candles, what is candles in trading. But then on Thursday, we're going to more interesting stuff. We're going to start diving into Fibonacci. Now, Fibonacci is nothing I will cover in one session alone, but it will be covered throughout several sessions. And why is that? It's because Fibonacci is so important. It's there's so much you can do with it. It's so accurate, especially when we're talking about crypto. It's super accurate, but even in Forex as well, I use it. Fibonacci is a big part of my trading strategy. So we still have Fibonacci to cover in depth, and we will also next week cover volume, how to read volume in the market. So we're far from done with this boot camp. Trainings will continue. We continue from tomorrow. Today we're doing a regular London session stream. So with that said, I'm looking at the Bitcoin chart here, but before we do that, we're going to jump into the GBP USD. Why is that? It's because London just opened. We want to see if we can see some action, if there is something happening on the market. All right. If any comments throughout the stream, just type it in the chat box. If you don't hear me, if any problem with the sounds, anything, type it in the chat box. If you got questions, type it in the chat box. All right, so the British sterling, the Great British Pound, that's what GBP stands for, Great British Pound, did a little pump. So market open was here. Let's draw it up. Oh no, sorry. Market open was exactly here. Boom. What happened? Market retraced a little bit, a couple of pips. And remember now, this is on the 1 minute time frame. What does that mean? That means that these candles, even if they look big, they are not that big. They're just a couple of pips. So this candle, for example, here, like this green candle you see in here, might look big at some screens. But if we measure it from open to close, what do we have? 3.6 pips. So it's like almost 4 pips. Good scalp candle. So for anybody that likes to scalp on London session, I prefer to scalp the New York session, because when New York opens, or when New York opens, what happens is we got a lot of action, because we got all the orders laying from the Asian session, from the Tokyo session, from the London session, and now we're coming into the New York session. And New York and London overlap, so that means a lot of liquidity in the market. That's the point when you got at most liquidity inside the market, and therefore that's the point where you're gonna see the most action, the most price action. So ain't very much happening right now. See on the GBP USD, if you're looking on the small time frame, let's say if you want to scalp this, this is what you gotta, this is the level. And I would argue that we got 2 levels here. So we got this support and resistance, but then we got another one just beneath it here. So for scalping purposes, this is the levels you're looking at. If you want to know what it is, let me type it in. Let's put it on the right side, and this one is 1.260. 1.200, 28,100. And the last one is at about 1.20, 180. All right, and also on the right side, boom. And what's happening now is that market is breaking above this support, this resistance here at 120, 180. So what's happening now is that the great British sterling, GBP, against the USD is forming a bullish structure. All right, we're still on the 1 minute time frame. Remember that. So this is a very short time frame. We're forming a bullish structure here, so a bullish trend moving upwards. Basically a channel. Oh, market is rejecting. So this is interesting because market is trying, like the buyers is trying to take control of the market, break above this resistance that you see here, the orange line, and but they ain't really succeeding with it. So when the next candle opened, what happened? Whoop, we broke below again. So now we have a new candle again on the 1 minute time frame. Let's see if we can shoot up and close above this resistance zone again. We go to the 5 minute time frame to get more perspective on the situation here. Let's go to the 15 minutes. I would say that the structure looks very weak. The structure looks like it wants to drop. Why do I say that? Okay, so first off, just from what I'm seeing with my eye, just aesthetically, so to say, like every time you see this kind of structure where it's like the buyers are trying to take control and they're trying to press up the market, but then slowly the sellers are getting control and the market is like it's forming this bow. All right, and it usually ends with a dip. Cool, Katse. Appreciate you, brother. And another thing is, so we got this aesthetically, like looking at it, it doesn't look like like this wants to pump up. It looks like it wants to drop. But then one thing that I see directly that is more real, so to say, is this here. This box here. What is this box that I'm painting out here? This box is liquidity. How do I see that? This here, all these green candles here that just been pulling through this liquidity here has left a lot of unfilled orders. So you will find a lot of unfilled orders in this zone, and market tends to drop or get back to that zone to fill those orders. And when it drops back to that zone, it normally drops back about 50% in to this liquidity zone. So about 50% in. Where's 50%? Easy. So about here. Now, to understand what where the market will want to retrace to, I'm pulling up Fibonacci, as always. As I said, not tomorrow, on Thursday, we're having a training on Fibonacci. And you guys have heard me mention the sweet spot several times now. So this yellow zone is the sweet spot zone. And as you guys see, the sweet spot zone in this case conflues perfectly with this white line, which is the 50% of this liquidity zone in this gray area. This gray area is the liquidity zone, and this white line is the middle of the liquidity zone. Because why have we drawn that out? Because that's where the market normally tends to attract to clear the liquidity. So you always want to go at least 50% into the liquidity zone, and inside, and that zone is perfectly inside the sweet spot zone. So I would argue that on a smaller time frame, we might see a little retrace here and see the market come here and clear some liquidity inside of this liquidity zone. All right. Now, before that happens, we might see, I wouldn't be surprised if we see something like this. A test of this tops here. So we would see the market test these tops here because we got a lot of resistance here, and from there drop down to this liquidity zone to then maybe move upwards. Let's zoom in again and see what's going on. 5-minute time frame. Yeah. So as you see, the market broke above this resistance here, and it's basically testing all this resistance that you see here now. Yeah, so you got a lot of resistance here, but market rejected it quickly. As you see, it came up and rejected it quickly. So the buyers are not strong today, and it looks like it want to reverse now. It's forming this massive, yeah, it's made this massive wick, and it looks like it wants to reject now. So I would argue that if this orange zone here, this orange zone that was resistance and it now is support, gets breached with this 5-minute candle, And when the candle closes beneath this, we will see the drop down to this liquidity zone that I was talking about, and all the way into the sweet spot zone. So we have a possible sell here. Let's see if we can get some confluence from the EMA. So yeah, you see on the 5-minute time frame, you get the 20-day EMA acting as support here. So this is what I would want to see to enter a sell here. I would want to see this candle I will want to see the candle, this red candle that you see now, it has 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. So we're watching this live now. And I will want to see it close. You see this yellow line here? That yellow line is a 20-day EMA. I would want to see it close underneath it, and which means it will close inside this whole gray area that you see here, which is the liquidity zone. So I want to see this candle, this red candle, close underneath this yellow line here. All right. We have 1 minute and 40 seconds left. If it does so, we're going in for a sell on this one. I will just double check so we ain't got some crazy news now in the morning. But from what I remember from yesterday, nothing. Yeah. So 10:30 we got the red folders. Yeah. That's 10:30. So we're still good for another hour at least. Yeah, a lot of orange folders for euro today. Yeah, we got to keep an eye on the news. A lot of stuff going on. So there's a lot of stuff going on that might affect especially the European currencies. GBP, CHF is a yellow folder, and we got several orange folders for euro, red folders for GBP. That is 10:30. And CAD, we got a red folder, 2:30. Yep. But nothing now. So we dive back into the market. 8 seconds left, and what happened? Nah, it shot up again. So we wanted to see the candle close underneath the 20-day EMA. It didn't do so. It didn't do so. It went back up, and it's ranging now between the 200-day EMA and the 20-day EMA. The red line is the 200-day EMA. The yellow line is the 20-day EMA. It's ranging in between these, and we will see to what direction we will see a breakout. Until that, let's not waste time and go into Manara and see what Manara got for us today. Let's see if Manara got something juicy for us today. Something to dive into so that we can get our hands wet. So that we can get our hands wet in the market. Yeah, we got this gold pattern. Yeah, that one is old. It's already gone. This one came out today, 50-minute time frame. Let's see what it is. It's basically touching the stop loss. I still want to check this one out though. It's a wedge. Let's go to gold. Let's check out gold while we're waiting here. While we're waiting for GBP to show some clear directions. Now you see, now it wants to break out above the 200-day EMA. We still got 3.5 minutes left on this 5-minute time frame. 5-minute candle. Sorry, my mouth ain't always cooperating with me when I'm tired. Morning tired. That's why I gotta drink more coffee. Wake my brain the fuck up so that we can do some nice trades here together. Let's get back to gold. All right, gold. 1 hour time frame. go to the 4-hourly time frame to get some perspective, see where we are. So what you can see here is, because gold also likes to respect the 20-day EMA, especially on a bigger time frame. It likes to respect the 20-day EMA a lot, and you see rejection, resistance, resistance. Was trying to break above and form some form of support on top of the 20-day EMA. But what happened? It broke beneath, and now it's dipping. So it broke beneath, this candle closed beneath, and now it's dipping. And the question is, what are we dipping towards? What's going on underneath? We got some hole to fill there. We got some market orders to fill there. All right, so we're coming back to retest the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement. As you see, it has acted as very good support, even back here. So what I see is market coming back down and retesting it as support again. Now, zooming in again on a lower time frame, let's go to the hourly time frame, and let's see what it does. Let's see what levels it's looking for to hit. Okay, so we already touched the sweet spot zone. The 50% to the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement is the sweet spot zone, and we already dipped into it, which means we already picked up liquidity from this unfilled orders here. Here we got a lot of liquidity. We've picked it up now, so we might actually see a reversal from here. But from what I'm seeing now, it's a lot of volume pushing the market down. There's a lot of market volume pushing the gold price down. So what I think the next zone of support that we're going to see is the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement. And as you guys see, if you look just underneath it, let me get the highlighter. If you look just underneath it, here's the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement. But on this bigger time frame that I showed y'all, on this one, on this whole big swing, we got just underneath the Fibonacci 61.8 retracement, we got the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement that I just spoke on, acts as support here, and even here also. So these two zones conflude perfectly, or these two levels conflude perfectly and creates a zone. And this is the zone that I think we are going to test right now. So this zone here under the yellow line and the blue line, in between the yellow line and the blue line, is the zone that we are going to test. It's what I think, to form a new support. And from there, we're looking for signs that the market wants to reverse and move up, which I think there's a high possibility that it will. So right now we're in the sweet spot zone. We're looking for the market to come here to show us signs of either a buy or a sell. Like either it wants to continue downwards or it wants to continue upwards. Right now I'm very biased a buy, so it's leaning towards a buy in my books. That is for gold. So we're still waiting for gold to come down to this level. All right. Here right now we cannot tell much. Back to the British pound on the 5-minute time frame. Oh snap, you see what's happening? So let's see if it manages to close above this. We waited for this the last time. We wanted to see the market close above this orange line. It didn't happen. As you see, this wick, it just rejected, came straight back down again. Now let's see if it manages to break this orange resistance to give us a nice entry for GBP USD. As you see, it wants to pump up. We got good volume up. So we just want those last confirmations now. What do we got here? Yeah, most of the volume is exactly here. All right. So gold, we're looking, not gold, GBP USD. We're looking for this candle, this 5-minute candle, to close above this orange line. If it does so, we might have a possible entry there. We have 2.5 minutes left on the candle, so let's go back to Manara and see what we can find there in the meantime. So we have two possible trades now. That's GBP USD and this is gold. Gold. Let's do this. Let's do this. Yeah. And for gold, we're looking for the market to come down and hit this zone here, this orange zone. Back to Manara. Let's look at other pairs. Let's look at other pairs. Something that recently completed. USD GPY is always interesting, but this one is far gone. Oh shit. Yeah, this was a good trade. Entry, wicked down a little bit, and then just broke all profit targets. Smashed all the profit targets. Same with this one. I need something more fresh. USD CAD. Nope. Let's go like this. Oh, this is interesting. CAD CHF. And we also saw that there's news coming out for CAD today. Yeah, 2:30. We got the CPI. What is this? The CPI. This is the most important release monthly usual and third Wednesday after month actual greatest statistics. Okay, so this is basically the CPI reading for the Canadian dollar. So this is gonna be interesting. Let's see where it lands. The forecast, no, the previous one was at 0.6%. Let's see where that ends up. Oh snap! We got a lot of red folders here. Okay, so Canada, there's a lot going on for Canada today for the Canadian dollar. If you're trading the Canadian dollar today, be cautious of this. Let's see what this folder says. All right. One thing I can say for all of these folders is that all these news that are for CPI readings for Canadian dollar, even if it's for the US dollar or GBP, whatever it is, most often what happens is if the reading is better or is higher than last time and then forecasted, what will that do? It will, let's say the forecast is 0.5%, and then in reality it reads 0.6%. That is good for that certain currency. When it's good for a currency, it very often is bad for its stock market. All right. Why is that? Is because people, instead of investing into the stock market, it's not even people, it's institutions, countries. Instead of investing into the stock markets, they put the money into the currency because the currency becomes more valuable. They see better profits from there. That is all for the news. This one, the Canadian dollar versus the Schweiz francs. So CAD CHF. For this one to become attractive for us, I would want to see the market come back and test this highs here. So we ain't there now, so this is not interesting for us right now. Let's see if we can see something else interesting. Nah, this one is already passed. Might come up and test this level again. I ain't much for AUD JPY. That is too exotic for me. Oh, this is interesting. All right, this is very interesting. I'm gonna tell you why. USD CHF, because we on a sell. Manara has scanned a sell for us. It's a Gartley pattern. And if you've been on the streams, y'all know that I like the harmonic Gartley pattern. Has an accuracy of about 75%, and it's in its entry zone. But what I like more is that it's knocking. It's knocking on the support that it has formed here. So we see a very, very good support. So this is actually a trade that I see myself entering right now. USD CHF. Let's jump into it quickly and see if we can manage to take this trade before it runs away. Forex. USD CHF. Let's go to the 5-minute time frame. Looks very nice. Yeah, so it's ranging in between there. Yes, this is definitely a sell. It's a very short sell. I will put my first take profit here. So this is a sell that y'all can enter now. I'm gonna do so myself. As I said, I ain't calling out trades that I ain't taking myself. USD CHF. Where do we got? There it is. Open charts. Yes, looks good. Stop loss. Where do we put the stop loss? We put the stop loss at 0. I would even argue even higher. $0.925,600. Sorry, 0.92600. I mean. So 0.92600 is the stop loss. And take profit is, the last take profit level is here at 0.92300. First take profit at 0.92470. Next one at 0.92400. And last one at 0.92300. All right. That's a sell. And we're going in now. So for me, the entry was here. Wow. If you're wondering why I waited that long, it was because I wanted to see the market. Because as you saw, the market started to knock against the resistance again, against the ceiling. And I wanted to see it confirm that it's going down and testing this support that you see down here again. And that's exactly what it's doing. We actually am very happy with how this trade looks like. This is a very good trade, and let's see if we can get some profits out of it. So what did I say? First take profit is here. First take profit 0.92450. 0.92450. Second take profit. Here. 0.92, I would say 0.92400. Last take profit. $0.92300. Oh, looks like we're getting a re-entry on this trade. And stop loss was just above these tops. I want to put the stop loss, I swear, I want to put it here. This would be the ultimate place, but you know, like the win to loss ratio wouldn't be that very nice on the trade. So let's keep it short like that. It's a 9.3 pip stop loss. So it's a very chill stop loss, so to say. Y'all, if you want to, what y'all can do is y'all can open another position and leave it open, because what I'm seeing now is actually that this trade might go all the way down to the sweet spot zone here. That would be a really nice trade. That would be a 50 pip take profit. That would give us a 1 to 5 win to loss ratio. And looking at that, now we are okay with putting the stop loss here. So we're putting the stop loss at 0.92660. 0.92660. So just above the supply zone and just above the Fibonacci 27.2 extension, which we know market loves to reject. So let me make this nicer. Oh, that's the sound when you're doing it wrong. Stop loss 0.92660. Let's see. Dallas take profit is at 0.92. I would put it at 0.992030. Wait, let me type it in so you guys see it. Let me type it in so you guys see it. $0.9230 is the last take profit. And what did I say? The stop loss is at 0.92660 exactly. That's the stop loss. All right, cool. For anybody entering now, you got a very good entry on this trade now. Love this entry. So what we do with this is I'm gonna have to type it out and send it out in the Telegram as well, actually. What do we got? We got the USD, we got the CHF, it's a sell, and we got entry. If you're in the Telegram group yet, you have the link in the description box. Join it. That's why I'm calling out all the trades that I ain't calling out live here on the live stream. Entry at around 92530. Yeah, 92520. Let's put it like that. SL 92 0.92660. TP1 0.92450. TP2 0.92400. TP3 0.92300. And then we got the TP4. This one even has a T1, 2, 3. No, sorry, man. I'm confusing myself here. 4, 5. Exactly. Nine, 2, 30. Oh, snap. 0.9230. So now you might wonder, why didn't I put this last take profit at 9,200 exactly? Why did I take it up to 3 pips to 0.92030? I did it because market, if you've been trading for a while, then you know that market loves to play with us. And how often doesn't market come just to our take profit level, but it doesn't trigger it, and then it reverses. This is such a situation, because why is that such a situation? Is because the market makers, those that run the market, those that control or manipulate the market, they know that a lot of people have their take profits at 0.92 even. So they are going to want to play with those people and leave it as, and reverse the market just above it. Let's copy this. Let's throw it into the Telegram. Signals. Boom, boom. No, there it is. That's that. Boom. All right. We call out that one. If you're in the trade, hey, if you're in the trade, if you took this trade, let me know in the chat box. Let's get back to GBP. Oh, snap. GBP, as you guys see, GBP has a difficult time breaking out from above this support here, sorry, this resistance here, and underneath this support here. So market is right now kind of stuck in between, and if you're looking at it even more, then you see it's stuck in between the 200-day and the 20-day EMA on the 5-minute time frame. Same thing on the 50-minute time frame. On the 1-minute time frame, it has broken above both the 20-day and the 200-day EMA. It's good, but it's not that strong on the 1-minute time frame. We want to see that happen on the 5-minute and 50-minute time frame. So we're still here, we're still ranging, and much happening. So we don't see a trade yet. We're still waiting for that breakout to happen. We go to gold and see what's going on there. Oh, snap. Yeah. Gold is approaching our entry zone. This orange line here, this is our entry zone. Hasn't reached it yet, but it's approaching it. All right, so I definitely see a possible buy here. It depends a lot on what the US dollar does. But this is kind of the buy situation that we will look at in that case. ain't calling out yet. No buy limit or nothing like that, because we want to see how the market behaves first. First off, what is Dixie doing? Because I see some movements here. Is it Dixie that is causing some disturbance? Dixie just lays and chills above the 20-day EMA. Has found its support. If we go to the 50-minute time frame, it's just underneath it. Ain't much happening on the Dixie. It's also ranging between the 20-day and the 20-day EMA on the 5-minute time frame. We'll let Dixie do its thing. What's Dixie? Dixie is the the dollar index. Oh snap, look at Bitcoin. Okay, so look at this. Bitcoin, Joe's, we had this amazing trade last week. I hope you took it. Look, it just ran beautifully. But let's go back to Bitcoin. To what's going on now. So Bitcoin on a 1 hour time frame, it broke underneath this 20-day EMA, and it looks to want to drop now. So there's a lot of sell pressure coming in now. All right. Okay, so what has it done? Look, this is exactly what has happened. Let's backtrack this. You see the 200-day EMA here on the 1-minute time frame. It broke it, closed underneath it, came back. You see this wick? It came back, retested it, and then it just dropped. Same thing on the 5-minute time frame, but then we're counting for the 20-day EMA. The same thing, confluently. Broke underneath and is dropping. Same on the 15-minute time frame. Now, if we're looking on the 1 hour time frame, nothing special. But if we're looking on the 4-hour time frame, what do we see? We see that Bitcoin found support against the 20-day EMA on the 4-hour time frame. And on the 4-hour time frame, when you see these kinds of support, it's often quite strong. The higher the time frame, the stronger the support or resistance from an indicator. Now, indicator for me is a very weak confirmation, but it is a confirmation. It shows kind of what's going on. Mostly, for me, it mostly shows what people are looking at and what people are seeing support and what people are seeing resistance. I never trade based out of the EMA or basically any form of indicator. I just use it as a confirmation for my bias or similar, or to get a direction of the market. Okay, so market has found support on the 4-hour time frame. Looking at Bitcoin, market has found support against the 20-day EMA. That is, let's see if we can find some confluence here, or if we believe that the market is going to break down lower. I've said it for a while now. I think that Bitcoin is going to drop. I think that this is a fake pump. I don't think because a lot of people argue now and they find all kinds of arguments and evidence that we are in a bull market now. We want to be optimistic. We want to see like that nice bull rally again, and we so wish that is happening now, but it ain't happening right now. We had a little bull run here, but I don't think we are going to continue. The only thing that might happen is that we go up to this demand zone that you see here. Sorry, not demand zone. I mean supply zone. This red zone here is the supply zone. We might come up to that zone, but then I think we're dropping down to about 11,000 to an 11,000 price target for Bitcoin. Let's zoom in again. Let's go to the 4-hourly time frame. Okay, so what's going on? We found support against the 20-day EMA. We are inside this channel, as you see here. Let's pull up Fibonacci and see what this last swing tells us. So from the bottom here to the top. Well, what I see from that is we had this retrace, came down to the sweet spot, picked up some liquidity, moved up again. and we're moving upwards. We have formed this type of let's go to a smaller time frame. We have formed some type of structure here actually. Look at this. We have some type of structure here. I'm actually make this one thicker so you see it better. All right. So, we have a double channel. All right, nice. Interesting. So, I hope you guys don't get confused. It's a lot of lines. I'm gonna remove these old drawings to make it a little bit clearer. Okay, so this is what's going on. As I said, we got support against the 20-day EMA on the 4-hourly time frame. Bitcoin is experiencing a lot of volume right now, a lot of sell pressure, and in the meantime, we have this flag pattern forming here, indicating bullish confirmations. One more thing that I want to look at before I give my verdict on this. I want to see this last swing here from this bottom to this top. Where are we in that swing? We rejected the 38.2. Now, honestly, it doesn't tell us much. We stick to the form of Fibonacci. So basically, what's happening now? We just want to see. We want to see market. We want to see what the market does with the 20-day EMA here, because that's what it's rejecting right now. That's the resistance, that the support that you see in the market for Bitcoin right now. And made this drop, came down, find support against the 20-day EMA. Let's see if it holds. Let's see if the structure here holds. Let's see if this structure here holds. If it breaks the 20-day EMA, means the structure didn't hold, and then we will see the market drop, continue down underneath. And I will then definitely see the market drop down to at least this sweet spot zone that you see here. So this orange zone is is a support zone, but I will see it break that support zone and actually come in and touch the sweet spot zone. So we're looking at a sell. That will be somewhere around here. And we're looking for that sell to happen all the way down to about 23,300 for now. It might go a lot deeper because we got a lot of liquidity stuck here. So I'm actually looking for the market to drop all the way down here to the demand zone. But to start with, we're looking at this. All right. This is a trade for Bitcoin we're looking at. But for that to happen, we want to see the market close underneath the 20-day EMA. Yep. Reddit, if you're on this call, if you're looking at this, I remember you calling out in the Free Minds trade room. I sell for Bitcoin. I think it was at 24,500. So we're approaching that level. So this conflues perfectly with Ranit's analysis, if I remember correctly. So I like this. I like what I'm seeing. Okay, guys. With that said, I'm gonna have to end the stream now. It's time to get jump on other tasks and hit the gym. So with that said, I wish you guys a blessed day. I will monitor these trades, and if I see something, I will call it out in the signals channel. If you ain't in the signals channel yet, join it now. The link is in the description box for this stream. With that said, I wish you a blessed day. Stay prosperous. Trade safe. Peace out.